Hey guys, it is time for the Friday chat. It is 2/2/18. And the groundhog saw his shadow today in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. I don't live too far from there, maybe 100 miles. It's funny they have it on Gobbler's Knob, which, okay then. But, yeah, we always expect more winter. We're not fucking stupid. So, yeah, so hope everything's going alright for you guys. Surprisingly, a turn of events happened today that felt like it was going to be really bad and really repetitive. Like, it's happened. Today almost felt like my Groundhog Day, you know, like the movie. Like, you wake up and it's the same fucking thing over and over again. But then, kind of got a new lease on life, so to speak. So, even though it started out like the movie Groundhog Day, it turned out pretty fucking good. Sometimes you can turn a negative into a positive real fast. It takes you a little while. But then you think, oh my god, you fucking dodged that bullet. And seriously. Yeah. I mean, just like, good God, you know, relationship-wise, I am definitely no expert when it comes to that, but if I could possibly find a fucked up scenario, I find it. So, it's probably for the best that I stay single for a long time. It really is. I mean, it's my fault for being so trusting and, you know, doing the unthinkable, believing people, you know, taking their word for things. That makes me a chump. It does. You know, you wear your heart on your sleeve, and some people take advantage of that. So, yeah. Well, I gave up drinking totally. I know I've done it before, but, you know, no, I don't need that. I don't need to kill myself. I don't need to get cirrhosis or just kill out my stomach lining because I was getting a stomach bleed from it. You know what, it's not worth it. And I was thinking about going into rehab. I don't think I drank enough to go into rehab, meaning I'm not addicted or, to the booze itself. It's the feel-good feeling. So I need to find something positive to replace that feeling, you know. No narcotics, nothing like that. Because I always like to go to the extreme things, you know. Just who I am. I'm either one way of the spectrum or I'm the other. I don't have an in between. I never did. So, yeah, that's just who I am. Probably you guys are a lot like that too, right? You're either far one side or you're really far the other way. I wish I did have an in between, but I just don't. So, yeah. It's not, you know, I am, you know, freshly divorced, and there's no need for me to, you know, I still have a good relationship with my ex, surprisingly. For financial reasons, we still share the same house, and it's not really changed too much, you know. It's not a bad thing. He was always a decent guy. It's just kind of grew incompatible, and it happens, you know. I think it was the age difference too. He was He's a good bit older than me. Not like 2 decades, but I'm like 43 and he's 56. And that has a difference, you know. He always tried to daddy me, and not in a good way. So I think that was part of it too, you know. But yeah, I plan on staying single for a long time. And just trying to work on myself, you know. It just, sometimes it has to be that way, you know. I don't want to wind up doing something stupid again. And I sure as hell don't want to do something stupid over somebody else. It's not worth it. Because in the end, you're the one that has to pay for that, not them. So, right now, I don't know what I'm going to plan on doing with my life. I really don't. I feel really, I feel really old, you know, I like being my own boss. I feel really old going out into the job sector. Do you know, like, I, that makes me feel very uncomfortable. Having a boss, so to speak. Yeah. So on that front, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm going to have to, not necessarily do it quickly, but get my bearings straight on that front. I was offered by a company to do some voiceover work. I know that sounds odd, and it wasn't like, I don't think my voice is really good enough for something like that. I mean, I can't change my voice certain things, but maybe eventually I'll take them up on that offer. You know, sounds like it'd be a cool gig, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll get out of my. It would take me out of my comfort zone, but sometimes if you want to make a living or make something out of yourself, even at my ancient age, you gotta go out of your comfort zone. So did you guys see any good movies or anything? And I'm asking this late, but any husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, masters, mistresses, submissives, any of that good stuff? Did you get rid of any? Did any get rid of you? Hell, if they did, it's probably a good thing. Believe me. You don't need none of that mess. I know for a fact that you can try and, you know, you can't live a relationship for two people. You can't be the relationship and then they just show up. That's not how it is, you know. Nope. There's got to be two. And if you feel uncomfortable, that means there's definitely something wrong. And do not ignore it. Yeah. Always, you know what? Your gut is always right. Always. You will fare better in the long run if you don't ignore it. You know, take care of shit right away. Don't let it fester. Because then it's actually hard to deal with then. Anyway. Always me and my love life, huh? Or right now, lack thereof. But that's okay. That is okay. Sometimes, you know, you gotta love yourself. I don't necessarily love myself. I like myself. I think I'm kind of funny. We'll go with strongly like myself. Maybe I'll eventually work to love myself. Well, you guys take care of yourself. I love each and every one of you. And I hope you have a very good weekend. And take care of yourself. Bye, guys.